shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motovlogs. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Chris out in the Caliente garage. How's everybody doing tonight? Decided to do a little live in the Caliente garage. I think tonight is a good night for it on a Saturday night. How's everybody doing tonight on this Saturday night? We got a lot of rain here earlier. Wasn't a good day to ride, so I decided to get out here in the Caliente garage. Talk to some of the Caliente viewers. Tonight we're going to be playing a game backed by popular demand. I've been getting some requests. So we're going to play What's in the Box. What's going on, Joe McGee? I see you, my brother. Independent Motorcyclists Association. How's everybody doing? We're going to be playing a little game called What's in the Box. And also, I'm going to be really talking about Darksiding. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to kind of come on tonight. Talk about this Darksiding debate. I know a lot of you that's in the Facebook group have been putting up a lot of posts. A lot of you have been asking a lot of questions. Some of you may be unsure. Some of you might have even received some bad information. So I'm here in the Caliente garage. I'm going to be answering any questions that you may have. The phone line is wide open, 901-468-9032. But I'm going to give you the rules of the game. We're going to be playing What's in the Box, and I'm going to be giving away by popular demand. Some of you have been asking about the Caliente t-shirt. They're great for riding your motorcycle when it's hot out, and a lot of you have been wanting to get the Caliente t-shirt. I'm going to give you one tonight as a gift only if you can guess what's in the box. So the phone line is going to be wide open. 901-468-9032. What's going on, Dustin? What's up, my brother? Dustin, tonight we're going to be talking about Darksiding. We may even get Dustin on, get some of his opinion about this Darksiding debate that we've been having in the Facebook group. A lot of you guys that are in the Facebook group may be considering Darksiding. You probably have been getting some mixed information. So I'm going to be answering any questions that you guys have. I'm going to be taking some live calls. Some of you have received some bad information in the Facebook group. So I just want to try to help some of you guys out and maybe answer any of your questions that you may have in reference to Darksiding or anything else you may want to ask me. And we also going to be playing What's in the Box. And also, if you guys have been thinking about purchasing the Cardo, I'm going to put a link in this video. If you guys go to the link, you're going to get a discount if you purchase the Cardo Pack Talk Bold. Now, I don't think that the discount will apply to the Cardo Pack Talk Black, but it will apply to the Pack Talk Bold, the single as well as the dual. And I think if you just add anything else into your basket, that it's going to give you a discount on it as well. But again, it's not going to give you the discount on the Pack Talk Black that I'm aware of. But the Pack Talk Black is the same as the Pack Talk Bold. The only difference would be the 45mm speakers, and they're giving you a 3-year warranty for the Pack Talk Black. But if you got the regular Pack Talk, or if you buy the regular Pack Talk, you can always add the 45mm speaker. So it's no difference there. So I just want to put that out there. So I'm just reading some of the comments you guys are putting up right now. What's going on? Independent Motorcycle Association. Joe McGee is on. What's up, Alex Weston Cooley? I see you, my brother. Dustin, yo, yo, yo. Norman Kepner out of Texas, he here. Dustin, my phone line is wide open, 901-468-9032. If you would like to get on here in a little bit, I'm going to open up this phone line for any of you guys that have any questions. As a matter of fact, Dustin, you can call me on the regular line if you want to call in. Dustin, call me on the regular line. Don't call me on the Caliente line. I'm going to leave that open for anybody that may have some questions about this dark side. And because we've been getting a lot of bad information, you know, you got basically you got, I want to call it dark side intimidation. Dark side intimidation. You got some guys in the group that does not agree with dark side, and they're going to try to intimidate you. They're going to try to intimidate you with some bad information. They're going to try to intimidate you with some scare tactics. They may even try to intimidate you by saying that it's not safe. So tonight I want to answer any questions that you guys have in reference to dark side, and anything that any of my knowledge I would like to share it with you if you guys have any questions, because I get a lot of emails, believe it or not, and you guys ask pretty much it's the same questions. It's the same questions. So I want to answer any of your questions that you may have. I get a lot of emails. Some of you have reached out and you sent me pictures of your dark side. So, for example, I'm just reading some of my email, and I got an email from Jonathan Britton. He says that double darksiding complete. He's saying that double darksiding is complete. It rides 10 times better, and it seems to really stick to the curves. He says he's a dark sider for life. So we're going to go to the regular phone line. You on there, Dustin?
Yep, I'm here. I'm ready.
What's going on, my brother?
Not much. I'm sitting outside on the gold wing right now. We're painting a funny girl's carport right now. So
okay.
Happened to see you was there, so decided to jump in. So you saved me from some painting.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you calling in, Dustin. Basically. I'm going to be going over the rules. We're going to be doing two things tonight. First, we're going to be playing what's in the box. So I got something in this box. And if any of my viewers that's watching this video can guess what's in this box, I'm going to give you a Caliente t-shirt as a gift if you can guess what's in the box. But let me warn you, you're not going to be able to win the prize. If you can't guess what's in this box. So we're going to do that as well. I'm going to give away a Caliente t-shirt. And also I'm going to give away a Caliente flag. You know, some of you guys been asking about the Caliente flag. So if you can guess what's in the box, I'm going to give you the Caliente t-shirt. And also I'm going to be giving away a Caliente flag. But one of the reasons why I came on tonight, I wanted to talk about Darksiding. We're on with Dustin. He's also a Darksiding. How long you been Darksiding, Dustin?
Let's see. I bought my first GL 1500, and I went Darkside on it, and I bought that in 2014. So yeah, since 2014, so 6 years I've been Darksiding, and I want to say I put two different car tires on the GL 1500. Then I bought a Kawasaki Concourse ZG1000, and I put the same one. It had the same size as the GL 1500, so I put the same car tire around on the 1500 onto that bike, and I rode it all up through Canada and Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island and all up through there. And now I've got Black Betty, which is my 2002 GL 1800 that I bought last July. And I'm on my second car tire on this bike as well, because the other one, as everybody knows, I had about 35,000 miles on it, and I ran over something in Shreveport and put a hole in it, riding two on a trailer, about 70 miles an hour, and it instantly lost all the air. Whatever I hit lost all the air in it, and it's not a run flat. It's a non-run flat.
Okay.
And the bike stayed up, kept it up, a little bit wiggly, not too bad, a little bit wiggly, but it was controllable. Funny girl wasn't too happy about that, but we rode it for maybe another mile and pulled off the interstate. And then after we got off the interstate, got into a parking lot, and I slow walked it after I figured out what was going on. There was a hotel that was too far, and I kind of rode it real slow to that one, and the tire never came off the rim. So all together, with that experience, plus all the riding that I've done in rain, I mean, just about every kind of weather, every kind of conditions, dirt roads, gravel roads, probably got about, I want to say close to 100,000 miles or more.
Wow.
Car tire between the bike.
So you have a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience on darksiding.
That is correct.
Okay. Now you're also in the Caliente Facebook group, and again, one of the reasons why I've decided to do this live in the Caliente garage is because we've been getting some dark side. I want to call it dark side intimidation. Dark side intimidation. We got a few people in the group that is totally against darksiding, and it's their choice. They can do that, but they are trying to intimidate others with scare tactics. They're trying to intimidate others with fear. And I did a video a while ago called "People Fear What They Don't Understand." If you guys want to watch that video, go to my video library, and I'll put a link in the description as well. It's called "People Fear What They Don't Understand." But it's some people in the group that don't have experience riding a car tire, or they have very little experience, and they are using scare tactics to try to get others in the group not to dark side. And I get a lot of emails. A lot of people write me. They pretty much ask the same questions, and I want to come on tonight for you guys and answer any questions that you guys may have about darksiding. And we also have Dustin on the line. Dustin has been darksiding for a very long time. He has a lot of knowledge, and we just want to share with you guys, and we want to just try to clear up any bad information or any questions that some of you guys may have as it relates to darksiding. So if you guys want to call in and you want to talk to myself or Dustin, you want to have any questions about darksiding, or you want to play what's in the box and take a chance to win a Caliente t-shirt or a flag, the phone line is open right now. 901-468-9032. 901-468-9032 if you want to play what's in the box, or if you just have questions about darksiding.
Now, I think one of the most important things about darksiding, and you've mentioned this plenty of times, it's not for everybody. I think it would benefit anybody, but it's not for everybody. The person that rides, 8 to 10,000 miles a year, and they just kind of do short rides or maybe one big trip a year. Necessarily, they don't need it. Maybe they like to ride to the full capabilities that their Gold Wing can. Not. But I got to preface. I got to say that. Let me back up a little bit. The Gold Wing cannot outride the car tire. So I'm gonna say that first, because I know a lot of people say, I ride too aggressive for that. Well, maybe your skill level is not as high as you think, because the Gold Wing cannot physically lean far enough to outride a car tire. The saddlebags are going to hit, other things are going to drag, so you're not going to outride the car tire no matter how aggressive you like to ride. Now, it may not be to your comfort the way you like to feel things, and that's perfectly understandable. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. We had the one person, I forgot the name, but he switched and went from car tire and he went back to a motorcycle tire just because he prefers that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But yeah, you're right. I've seen some comments on here lately. People are trying to play up, about how dangerous and how bad and all this other kind of stuff, and then it doesn't do this and it doesn't do that. And it's all. I don't know what benefit they get from it, but it could be just their own lack of understanding from it.
Right.
And of course, everybody's entitled to their opinion. We're not all going to agree on everything all the time, but try and keep an open mind and at least put the correct information out there. And if you don't know, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything.
That's correct.
But come out there as being and an industry expert on car tires on a bike. No, unless you've ridden, gone out there and put 50, 60, 70, 100,000 miles on one, I wouldn't consider somebody an expert. We've discussed this before. The biggest part in switching to a car tire, a lot of people, they want to ask, how long does it take to break in?
Right.
About 50 feet to 100 feet, and a tire's broke in. There's nothing to break in on a car tire. It doesn't wear. It's not like like piston rings, or it's not a mechanical part. It doesn't have a wear. It wears the whole time you're riding on it. So any tire, car tire on a car tire on a bike, motorcycle, they have to constantly wear. So the wear period is till the tire's done. It's never broken. It's more about your muscle memory on your bike. Now I know everybody gets a new front tire, no matter what kind. If it's double dark side, regular tire, whatever, you put that on the bike, it feels different about the first couple miles till you get used to the way the brand new tire feels. That's your muscle memory, because you get used to your old tire. If you don't maintain a proper balance and proper tire pressure on a tire, and it gets a little cupping in it, then your body gets used to that cupping and you adjust for it. So it's the same as when you get a brand new tire. Your muscle memory has to get in there. You got to get used to riding on that tire, regardless of its car tire or motorcycle. Putting a brand new tire on a bike is going to feel different at first. The bike feels completely different. So same thing with a motorcycle tire. Now, some people, like myself, who's ridden on car tires for a long time, I throw a brand new car tire on. It takes me, 2 miles, and I'm used to it. My muscle memory's relearned it. Somebody who's never ridden a car tire before, it's probably going to take them a little bit longer because they're so used to a motorcycle tire, especially if they have a lot of miles on the motorcycle tire. If somebody's ridden quite a bit, they put that car tire on. That muscle memory has a big learning curve that's got to go through before they learn to control the bike with the new equipment on it.
Correct.
And I think that goes the same with forks. You change your fork seals. You put different weight oil in there. You get a different seat. You put different grips. It doesn't really matter what you do to the bike. You have to retrain yourself to the way that new component feels. And that's just how it is. So I think a lot of the people that are saying, you put this tire on, it doesn't seat to the rim because it's made for, well, that to me is the biggest lie right there about how it does not mean, it's a different look, but it's rubber. You put tire pressure behind it. If you just got it sitting on the tire like they do the cutaway and they show you it fits different, okay, I granted that. Just sitting there, it's different. But you put 40 pounds of pressure behind that, pushing out, trying to escape, it's going to mold that rubber into that bead, and that's why they hold there and they don't come off.
Right.
I'm a prime example of that. When mine went flat, riding pulling a trailer, it didn't come off the wheel and go everywhere because it holds on to the bead just like it's supposed to. Even without tire pressure, once it's seated on there, it doesn't want to come back off very easy. So,
yeah, and I would like to challenge Greg Patterson. He's one of the anti-Darksiders in the group, and he basically tries to intimidate a lot of people from Darksiding. He's the most avid anti-Darksider. So I challenge Greg Patterson, if you're watching this video, to give me a call right now, 901-468-9032. And if you guys know Greg Patterson, tell him Caliente is trying to reach him. He's always putting these posts up on Facebook. He talks about the tire feels wonky. He talks about riders, switch back after riding on the dark side because they don't like it. He talks about it's unsafe. He even said that there's attorneys that specialize in suing about Darksiding. So, Greg Patterson, if you're watching this live feed, give us a call right now, 901-468-9032, and I would like to have a debate with you, sir, about Darksiding.
Because knowing Greg Patterson, the way he talks on there, let's also let him know the phone lines are coronavirus free. You can call and you will not be in danger of getting coronavirus. So don't worry about that as being a reason you can't call in.
That's right. And I know if you guys are, watching this live feed, Greg Patterson, have him call me right now. I would love to debate you on this dark side issue. Again, I don't have no cut cards. I have nothing to hide. If you want to talk about it, bring it to the table. But putting all this stuff up on my Facebook group, using intimidation for people not to dark side, I think is uncalled for. If you don't like Darksiding, I get it. It's not for everybody. But using intimidation, making false claims, I just think is unnecessary. So Greg Patterson, if you're watching this video, my phone line is open right now, 901-468-9032, and you can present any information that you have. If you want to discredit anything that I would say to you, any facts you would like to present them, bring them. We got Dustin on the line. Dustin has been darksiding for a very long time. He's been darksiding for thousands of miles, just like myself. And also, I get all kinds of emails. One of the emails I got here just recently, I'm going to be showing you guys some of the pictures. I'm going to be waiting on Greg Patterson to call in, 901-468-9032. I doubt he'll call in, but the line is open if you want to call in. I got an email from a guy named Jonathan Britton. He watches my videos. I guess he's in the Facebook group, and he says his double dark siding is complete, and he says it rides 10 times better. It rides sticky in the curve, and he says he's a dark sider for life. And I'm going to show you guys just a couple of pictures of this is Jonathan Britton's bike. This looks like a two-tone blue and gray, so I'm assuming this is a 2012 Honda Goldwing. It's either a 2012. I don't think they made that color for a 13, so I'm assuming this is a 2012. Jonathan Britton, if you're watching this video, go ahead, caller. You're on with Caliente, live in the Caliente garage. Go ahead.
Are you guessing what's in the box?
Hey, how you doing? Who we got on the line?
Big Al.
Big Al. What's up, Big Al?
Ain't that happening, man. What you got? What size the box is? I can't find you.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna have to take the pictures out, but I still say it's a cardio pack talk bowl.
So you says that what's in this box is a Cardo Pack Talk Bowl.
That's right.
If you are correct, you would win a Caliente T-shirt.
Okay.
So you're saying that in this box that I have in front of me is a Cardo Pack Talk Bowl.
Cardio pack talk bowl, the new one.
The new one, the Cardo Pack Talk Black.
Yeah.
Okay, well we're gonna write it down, and if you're correct, I'm gonna announce the winner at the end of this live feed. If you're correct,
okay.
And if you're correct, you're gonna win a Caliente T-shirt.
Okay.
So you stay tuned. We're live right now on Facebook, so if you want to go to Facebook and just tune in, we're also talking about Darksiding, and if anybody have any questions or any information that they would like to present.
Oh, you were telling the guy a while ago about the Darksiding false information, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I saw that part, but I thought you was talking about something else. I'm gonna go back to the Facebook page and look.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna say what I want to say about that. I'm gonna leave that dark side alone. I'm gonna leave that up to you.
If it's something you want to say, go ahead and say it.
Now I'm gonna say like that guy need to shut up if you don't know what he's talking about. Until you try it, don't knock it.
Don't knock it until you try it, and that's from Big Al. You gonna take it back, Big Al?
I ain't gonna take it back, not in damn day.
Okay, Big Al. I appreciate it, Big Al. Just stay tuned. We're on Facebook right now. We're doing a little live, and we're gonna be talking about this dark side and guessing what's in the box. Okay.
All right.
I appreciate you, Big Al.
Yeah, I'm going to Facebook right now.
Okay.
All right.
You still with us, Dustin?
Yep, I'm still here.
Okay. Let me finish what I was saying at first. Jonathan Britton, he sent me some pictures of his bike. Okay, this is his I'm assuming a 2012 Goldwing, and this is the tire that he had on his bike. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is the tire that he actually had on his gold wing, and as you can see, it's slick. It's down to the tread. And that's the thing about these motorcycle tires. When you first put them on the bike, they're going to be nice and round. But the rubber, the compound is soft, so it's not going to last long. You may get 10,000 out of the tire if it's a Bridgestone. If it's a Dunlop E4, you may even get 15,000. I even heard some guys pushing to 18,000. But basically what's going to happen, well, with the Dunlop, the center is reinforced. The Bridgestone doesn't have that extra reinforcement. It's a good tire. It rides good, but it's not going to last long. On the Dunlop E4, it's going to last longer, maybe 5,000 miles more, because it's reinforced in the center. But as you can see, once the center go to wearing out, this is what's going to happen, because the gold wing is hard on a rear tire. It's just hard. The weight of the gold wing, it basically just tears the rear tire up. So you got to have a tire back there. Go ahead, Dustin.
Yeah, I was going to point out, so looking at this picture, if people notice at the poor construction on a motorcycle tire, we pay a lot of money for motorcycle tires. They're very expensive.
Right.
But you would expect that if a tire is going to wear out, it should wear evenly. So when you look at that picture, unless he's doing power slides, hitting the rear brake sliding anywhere, you would expect a more consistent patch all the way around the line, instead of, it's fine in other parts of the tire, but then on one spot it wears through.
Right.
And that lets you know that the rubber is not a consistent thickness all the way around the tire. So they're not made as you know, with a car tire. I've never seen one wear out just in one spot. It wears out all the way around evenly.
Right.
And now people are going to say, well, that's because you're not turning or whatever. No, that's not what it's showing. That would mean the edges would wear. But if it's a center patch, it should be the same thickness all the way around the center of the tire as it is, but it's not. So the way that the motorcycle tires are made, because I've cut one open before, because I've had a tire do this exact same thing, and I cut right through that. And you can see that around the middle of it, it is not consistent in the rubber thickness. So I don't think they're really made as well. I'm sure if you buy the very expensive racing motorcycle tires, designed specifically for racing, I'm sure those are constructed in much higher quality. But I think the regular touring motorcycle tires, the Dunlop, whoever, they don't think they really care. They just put something out there that knows it's going to last 10,000 miles. They don't care. You can buy another one.
Right.
I don't think they're built to as high of a standard as they could be, because they would last longer and they wouldn't wear like this tire wears. There's no reason for that. Even if it's out of balance or anything else, it's just that's the construction of the tire that allows it to wear out at one spot. You know, basically one spot.
Right. Now, when you're looking at this tire, I'm assuming that this tire, I'm not sure what brand it is looking at the tread, but I guarantee you this tire has less than 20,000 miles on it. I guarantee you.
I would bet that.
It may even only have 15, but I'm gonna give it 20. This tire is wore out, and this is Jonathan Britton's new tire that he actually put on the bike. He actually went with the Bridgestone Drive Guard, the same tire that I have, the 195 5516 is the exact same tire that I have on my bike, which is one of the questions that I'm always getting. What tire size do I need for the Honda Goldwing GL 1800? For year 01 up to now, 195 55 16. I even you can even use that same tire on the newer Goldwing, the 195. It'll be a little bit smaller on the newer Goldwing, but you can use the exact same tire on the new Goldwing. Now this is Jonathan Britton's front tire, and looking at the pictures, I can tell this is the the Bridgestone BT45. So I just want to give you guys a look at Jonathan Britton's bike. This is his slick tire. He replaced it with the 195 55 16 Bridgestone Run Flat, the exact same tire that I have. It's a 60,000 mile tire, and this is his bike. And he's saying that his Darksiding is complete. He swears it's 10 times better, and he says it really sticks to the road. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at that. Also, let me mention this as well. The phone line is wide open, 901-468-9032, if you want to call and you have any questions about Darksiding. But let me mention this. You know, I even have been accused of not being able to afford motorcycle tires. And yeah, But I just want to give you guys, I want to show you guys something. Now, this is actually in my garage right now. If you notice the tire that's on the rim, that's a brand new Bridgestone. It's either a G704 or 705. I'm not sure the number, but it's a brand new Bridgestone that I keep in my trailer as a spare. And at any time that I want, I could actually take this motorcycle tire and put it back on my Honda Goldwing. So I just want people to know that the reason why I carry this spare tire in my trailer is because it's just a spare. But as far as the riding is concerned, as far as the handling, as far as the quality, the safety, I'm riding with a car tire. And it's not because I can't afford it, because as you guys can see right here in my garage, I have a brand new motorcycle tire on the rim that I can put on anytime. And if you look just past that, behind it, you will see a brand new BT45 and a car tire. So to the person that says that maybe I can't afford motorcycle tires, you're incorrect. I can put them on at any time. At any time. I just like the handling of the car tire. And that's what we're talking about tonight. We want to answer any questions that you guys may have. We're on with Dustin. Dustin has been darksiding for a very long time. I have been darksiding for a very long time, and we want to answer any questions that any of you guys may have right here in the Caliente garage. And we're also playing What's in the Box. What's in the box? If you can guess what's in this box, I'm going to give you a gift, which would be the Caliente t-shirt, the t-shirt that you guys have been asking me about. And I'm going to throw in a Caliente flag if you can guess what's in the box. And I'm going to announce the winner or the person that guessed this correctly tonight.
I'm surprised you called in yet for car tires. I usually see you get a lot of questions. What tire pressure? What tire run? I can't believe nobody's called in yet. Come on, y'all. Somebody's got to have some kind of question.
Yeah, I mean, you guys asked me the exact same question. One of the questions that you guys asked: what size tire do I need for the Honda Goldwing? 195, 55, 16. This is for models 01 to current. Now, if you have one that was made before 2001, I'm not sure what that tire size is. So if you guys are watching this live feed and you know exactly what tire size goes on the models prior to 2001, feel free to call in and give the viewers the tire size, or you can even put it down in the comment section and I will read it. If you guys have that information. I'm not sure because I don't have that earlier model Goldwing, but from 01 to current, you can run with a 195, 55, 16, and that's the tire size that I use, either the run flat or the non-run flat. But I'm waiting from Greg Patterson. You know, you're always putting up these posts in the Facebook group, Rider Intimidation or Darkside Intimidation. I would love to debate you. I would love to ask you some questions, and you can ask me some questions or whatever you want to say to me. The phone line is open right now, 901-468-9032. You guys let Greg Patterson know that Caliente would like to talk to him, you know. And we also got Dustin on the line as well. Dustin can answer dark side questions as well.
Yeah, I would love for Greg to call. I'll just come out and say, Greg, I'm not gonna. It's not here to bash you.
Stand by for 1 second, Dustin. Go ahead, caller. You're on with Caliente live in the Caliente garage. Go ahead.
Hey, Chris. This is Catch. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Catch?
I'm doing all right. Getting ready for this little hurricane down here.
Okay. You guys got some bad weather moving that way?
Yeah, Monday or Tuesday morning, we're supposed to have a hurricane coming up here in Gulfport.
Okay. Well, you be safe out there, Dustin, man. Be safe, man.
Yeah. I was checking out. You talking about the dark side?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I had mine on my bike ever since I've had it. I had that one on there for about 3 years, and I just put a brand new one on there, and the tire didn't even look like it was worn out at all. But I just decided to change it because it was 3 years old.
Dustin, let me ask, what year is your going?
But this is Catch. You mean mine?
I'm sorry, Catch. What year you're going?
Mine's 2007.
So you got a 2007, and you had a car tire on your going for 3 years?
Yep, the rear car tire was on there for 3 years, and it looked like it was still had maybe another 50,000 miles of tread on it. I just changed it because I thought it was time to change it.
That's because of the age of the tire. Let me ask you this question. I want you to be totally honest with me and the viewers. Have you had any problems with the car tire on your bike as far as handling, braking, stopping, rain, any dangerous type situations because of having a car tire on your going?
No, I haven't had any problems with mine at all. I've driven in some real heavy rains where you can barely see, and people was following me in a truck behind me and said that thing was moving more water than you'd ever expected. And when I was driving on dry ground, even without my trailer, I could drag a knee and not even notice that any difference in the way it handles me.
Now
I'm so used to it now.
Now let me ask you. Okay, how long did it take you to get used to once you went to a car tire? How long did it take you to get used to it?
Maybe a week and a half at the most, because it was just a little bit of difference. But after I rode it a few times, I didn't notice. I don't even know it's back there anymore.
Okay, so do you have do you have a run flat on your bike now, or is it a non-run flat?
Mine's a non-run flat. It's the Lexingtons that they put on all the Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's that brand of tire, and it's a non-run flat, and I haven't had it never went down on air on me. Never had any problem. Every time I checked it, it might be a pound or two different, and I just make sure it was 7 because long trips.
So the first car tire, was it a run flat or non-run flat?
Non-run flat.
Okay, so you've just been running non-run flats. You haven't even went to the run flat tire yet.
No, never went to run flat yet.
Okay, what pressure do you run on your dark side?
I think I'm running about 40, 44, 43 pounds in mine.
Okay. That's a good
and
pressure.
That's where I keep it at.
Okay, I run about 45 in mine. I had one tire, ran it up to about 48. On this one, I dropped it down about 45. So that seems pretty consistent. Dustin, what is your rear tire pressure that you run on your car tire?
So I run 42. Mine is a non-run flat as well.
Okay, yours are not. So Dustin, I'm gonna ask you the same question. Have you had any issues? I know you've been darksiding for some years, but have you had any issues, any close calls, anything, any safety issues or any concerns, with that car tire on your bike?
No. Now, I will say occasionally, since mine's a non-run flat and the sidewall is not as stiff as a run flat tire, occasionally you get the right angle from taking off from a stop sign or something like that, doing a left or a right-hand turn. And if I shift and I don't, if I'm not real smooth my shift, you will feel a slight wiggle, a very slight, because you'll feel that sidewall flex just a little bit, because it is softer than a motorcycle tire and definitely softer than a run flat tire. So you'll get a little bit of a wiggle, but that's my trade-off for the extremely smooth ride, day in and day out, having that non-run flat. I think it rides very, very smooth. But that's just my personal preference on it. But as far as the safety issue, no. And like I said earlier, when I lost, when I got a hole in the tire in Shreveport and it completely went flat, the bike still did fine. It did great.
Okay, so you was coming back from a 3,000 mile ride or something, and you had a.
That's right. Went from Mississippi all the way to up into Durango, and when we got to Durango, we even did the $1 Million Highway road from Durango to Ouray to Silverton, all the way back up around to the north, and then came back down over Wolf Creek Pass. And then we rode all the way from there back down to Texas and then across to Shreveport.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, we did a very long, it was a really long ride.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, funny girl, how you doing?
She good. She's busy painting.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so we were on, and it was the next day it rained, but when we came through there, it did good though. It did real good.
Okay, good deal. So you basically been running state to state on your car tire as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And also, you guys watch my vids, all of the videos that you guys are watching on my YouTube channel. for the most part, if you go back maybe 3 years, every video, I'm running a car tire. So when you see me running to Florida, you see me running to Texas, and you see me running to North Carolina and South Carolina, and you see me running to Washington, D.C., and you see me running just everywhere, Missouri and Indianapolis and all these places you see me riding, I'm actually riding on a car tire. I love the way it handles. I love the way it holds up. A motorcycle tire is just not going to hold up. Not if you do a lot of riding. And now that brings me to this topic. One of the guys in the Facebook group, and we're not going to call any names. We don't want to put anybody on the spot. He said that he switched to a car tire. He rode it for a few hundred miles and he switched back. Now, that's not uncommon. 99% of the bikers I know that switch to a car tire never switched back. I will say that if you give up too soon, because it's gonna feel different at first, it can intimidate you. Now, the thing that kind of boggles my mind is this particular rider says that he likes to ride aggressive. That's the reason why he switched back to a motorcycle tire. Well, my thing is this. One, a car tire will handle just as good as a motorcycle tire. You can ride aggressive on a car tire just like you could a motorcycle tire. But my thing is this. If you are very comfortable with your motorcycle tire, why did you even switch to a car tire? If you are sold on a motorcycle tire, why switch to a car tire just to switch back to a motorcycle tire to say, hey, I tried it. I don't like it. And I went back because it don't handle good. Well, if the motorcycle tire handled up to your standards, it was no reason to switch to a car tire. It's just like a single person that loves being single and they love sleeping around, basically. But then they go get married and stay married for 1 month and then go back to being single and say, well, I tried it. I don't like it. Well, you knew you didn't want to be married when you knew you didn't want to be married when you jumped the broom. You should have stayed single. And I'm saying that it may not be a very good example, but I'm saying that to say that everything is not for everybody. I'm not saying that everybody need to go out here and switch to a car tire. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying that a car tire can be ridden safely without any problems for thousands and thousands of miles, and it's going to handle better, if not, it's going to handle longer, and if not better than a motorcycle tire. But don't go out and get a car tire just to try it for a couple of days or a couple hundred miles just to switch back and make it seem like, oh, riding on a car tire is just such a bad thing. This is why I switched back. Well, you probably had a fixed idea of what it was going to be like riding on a car tire in the first place. So I just want to say that Darksiding is not for everybody. And the purpose of this video is not to say that everybody need to go to a car tire. That's not what I'm saying. But if you're going to go to a car tire, you need to give it some time. You need to learn how to ride it. You need to learn the dynamics of the bike. You need to learn the handling of the bike. But when I hear these riders say, well, I like to ride aggressive. Most Gold Wing, if you want to ride aggressive, get a crotch rocket. If you want to get that aggressive, get a Hayabusa, get a Gixxer. A Gold Wing is a touring bike. Most Gold Wing owners that I know is going to ride straight up and down. Most of your riding is straight up and down. Now you got some guys that's going to hit the curves and the twists because the Gold Wing is nimble and you can do that without a problem. But if you're looking for a sporty ride and you're looking for aggression, don't switch to a car tire just to complain to go back to a motorcycle tire to make it sound like, ooh, I switched. Because most people that switch, one of the reasons they switch is to get high mileage. And at our ages, most Gold Wing riders are not trying to be aggressive. We gave that stuff up in our early 20s and 30s. At our ages now, I'm pushing 50. So,
when I hear people talk about I ride too aggressive, I need to do the motorcycle tire. That's, to me, it's like having somebody with a 1975 Cadillac Eldorado saying, I need to put some slicks on there because I like to drive fast in my car. Good for you, but the car is not going to be able to handle, no matter what tires you put on there.
Right.
The car is not going to out-handle the tires that you put on it. It's just not capable. The Gold Wing is not capable to outperform the car tire. It just can't. And if people think that they ride too aggressive for a car tire, go do a YouTube search and look for Yellow Wolf when he's on the Dragon or he's on the racetrack.
That's right.
Throwing sparks. It looks like a 4th of July coming because he's dragging it so hard. And tell me that you ride too hard and a car tire can't keep up, because that's just not the truth. You may not be able to handle it as well as you think you are. There's a lot of us, we go to the gym thing, we walk in feeling like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but we don't look like that for real. We might feel like it and we might think we're that good, but we're not. So there's a reason that you have people riding professionally to do these different things. Yeah, they might be able to outride the Gold Wing, but they're not going to be able to outride a Gold Wing on a car tire. It's just the bike cannot outperform the car tire. It's just when
you're talking about a big, heavy touring bike, the Gold Wing or Harley Davidson probably has a lean angle somewhere between 30 and 35 degrees before you go to scraping the pegs. That's normal. That's normal. Okay. But it's the same thing with a car tire. You're going to be able to lean that tire or the bike way over and scrape pegs before you get up on the sidewall. So when I hear people say things like, well, a car tire is flat and you're rolling on the sidewalls. No, you're not going to get on the side. You're going to lean that bike over maybe 30 degrees, maybe 35 before you start scraping pegs, but you're not going to get on the sidewall. So that's also a misconception. So when I hear riders say, well, I love to ride aggressive, you can ride aggressive on a car tire if you like, if you're not afraid, but it's like you said earlier, Dustin, you gotta learn the characteristics of the tire. You got to learn the characteristics of the bike and muscle memory. You got to get adjusted and acclimated, and you're not going to, sometimes you just can't do it just riding a couple 100 miles. You may have to ride 1,000. Every rider is different. Some guys pick it up in 15 minutes. Some pick it up in 15 miles. Some pick it up 500 miles. Some pick it up in 1,000 miles. It just depends on the rider. Everybody's a little bit different. But 99% of the people that I know that switched over to a car tire did not go back. I only know one. Well, I know two people out of 1,000 bikers that I know, and both of those bikers did not even ride on that thing, less than 500 miles, maybe 500. One of the riders didn't even ride that far because they got intimidated and they gave up. But to say that it's unsafe, to say that it doesn't handle as good, it doesn't handle, that's all I ride is a car tire. I could get aggressive in the curves if I like, but
I got a theory on, you brought this up a little bit earlier, wondering why somebody went from a motorcycle tire if they like it so much, why they even try a car tire. And I know for me personally, the reason I did that is because I ride so much and I ride so many miles and I ride every single day that I don't like my bike being down. Well, I don't like the time of changing the tires. That's why I do it myself. It don't take me that long. But with a motorcycle tire, I was changing tires 3 and 4 times a year.
Right.
I got all one that GL 1500. After about the 3rd time I changed the tire, because you got to pick the saddlebags, you got to do a whole bunch on a 1500. It's a bigger deal. 1800 is pretty easy, but changing them tires so often is the whole reason I went car tire from day one. Is I got to get something that lasts longer. And I didn't even know about the safety aspect or the handles better. I was like, and it wasn't cost. It was downtime. I just got tired of working on the bike every 2 months, 3 months. And yeah, sometimes it was 2 months. I'll put 5,000-6,000 miles on in a month real easy. And I rode tires out. Sometimes I went 2 months and I was like, damn, I got to change tires. I can't go nowhere. I just have to stay local. I can't go for a ride with a tire that bad. So getting a high mileage was the biggest draw for me to go to that. So I can imagine someone who's been on their bike, the Gold Wing, whatever it is they have, and they've changed the tire 2-3 times. And if they don't have a shop, they don't have the know-how, and they got to go pay to get it done, have the bike sit somewhere at a dealership for a day or so, it's a big hassle. I imagine that's probably when a lot of people say, I'm going to go to a car tire so it lasts longer, and they don't really, fully investigate. Maybe they give up on it too early and think, hey, I don't like the way this rides. But I think really that's the main reason I bet you most people do is the same reason I first did, was to get a tire that lasts longer.
Yeah.
You
And again, for people that may be just joining in, we got Dustin on the line, and we also have Catch on the line. Dustin actually rides his motorcycle every day. He commutes on his bike. You know, it's his transportation. You know, I ride my Gold Wing for luxury, to have a good time. Dustin actually commutes on his Gold Wing. I mean, it's his main source of transportation. So I do understand you switched to a car tire because of you needed the miles. I also switched because at the rate I was going through motorcycle tires, and that's one of the reasons why I switched. And again, not to be redundant, but I've been accused of not being able to afford a motorcycle tire. But as you guys can see right here in my garage next to my trailer, I got a brand new motorcycle tire on the rim, brand new, that I can put on at any time. And just behind that is another car tire and a BT45. So no, I can afford it. It's just that I love the handling of the car tire. It stops faster. It has a wider footprint. It channels more water. It has a heavier load rating. Did I mention that it stops faster? Did I mention that it actually is more cost effective? It's cheaper. It runs cooler. There are so many extra benefits for running a car tire. Is the reason why I run it. It has nothing to do with I can't afford a motorcycle tire. I got a motorcycle tire that I can throw in at any time. That one is brand new. As a matter of fact, I either need to sell it at some point or I need to just use it so it don't dry rot. But no, I can afford it. It's not a problem. So we're on right now, live in the Caliente garage. The phone line is wide open, 901-468-9032. I'm waiting to hear from Greg Patterson, using scare tactics in the group, rider intimidation about Darksiding. I challenge Greg Patterson to come on. The phone line is open, 901-468-9032. Hey, Catch, is there anything you would like to say or add to the topic?
Yeah, one thing I wanted to say, we pull these trailers, and sometimes we have them loaded down quite a bit. And I noticed a difference. It does stop a lot better, a lot faster with that car tire.
Yes.
And I don't even worry about the bike swaying or wobbling with that heavy trailer pull, especially when I got it loaded when we're going on a trip.
Yeah.
And I feel much more safer. That's all I wanted to really say.
Yeah, and I think so. I'm reading one of the comments while you was talking there, Catch. The viewer name is Mark Kiesler. He says he have ridden close to 100,000 miles Darkside in the last 15 years. He would never go back to a motorcycle tire. Riding on a wet road and stopping is far superior with the car tire. Mark Kiesler, if you can, give us a call, 901-468-9032. I would like to ask you some questions. Mark Kiesler, if you're watching, 901-468-9032. Go ahead, Dustin.
I'm going to hang up, you guys, so y'all can pick up so somebody else can call in.
Okay.
I'll be listening. I'll be watching online.
Okay.
All right, Catch. Hey, watch out for that window down there, brother. Take it easy.
All right, Catch.
All right, Dustin, later.
All right, Catch. And also, we're playing What's in the Box. If you guys could guess what's in the box, as a gift, I'm going to give you a Caliente t-shirt. Backed by popular demand, what's in the box? So the phone line is wide open, 901-468-9032. We have Dustin on as a guest in the Caliente garage. He's on the line as well. Again, I'm just reading some of the comments. So Mark Kiesler, if you're watching, please give us a call. I'm interested in just being able to talk to you, riding over 100,000 miles over the last 15 years on the dark side. Mark Kiesler. The phone line is open, 901-468-9032.
Or if anybody has questions on double dark side, that's the other one we see a lot of questions on as well.
Yeah, double dark siding. Yeah, what is double dark? First of all, what is double dark siding? One of the misconceptions is that you're putting a car tire on the front. So no, double dark siding is when you take the largest rear motorcycle tire that would fit on the Gold Wing and bring it to the front. So my tire size is a 130/70/18. That's my front on my double dark side, and I'm running the BT45. Dustin, what what tire are you running on the front? What brand?
I've switched over. The last time when I did all the work on my bike, I went to the BT45 as well.
Okay, so
and his brother Cowboy says, "I ain't never going back."
ain't never going back.
Look,
Yeah, and
never going back.
I've heard people say that they get the cupping, the BT45. This is one of the things that Greg Patterson says. The BT45 is known to cup. It's the cupper. And here's my opinion on this. The BT45 is a directional tire, first and foremost. So one of the questions that I'm always that people always presenting to me, which direction do I need to run my car tire? Do I run it forward or do I run it in reverse on the front? Which direction? For me personally, being a directional tire, I run my tire in the direction that is designed to spin, which is forward. I do not run the reverse. I've heard riders that run it in a reverse says that their tire started cupping. Now, another question that I get about the double dark side, do I need to balance the tire? Yes, you need to balance. It doesn't matter what type of tire you have on your motorcycle, on your car. If you're riding down the highway at a high rate of speed or you're on the roadways, you need to have your tires balanced. Even a tractor trailer is recommended that he balance those tires. For me, I have the Centromatic wheel balancers. Dustin, what type of balancing do you have on the front of your bike?
I switched over to the Centromatics when I bought the GL 1800. I'm gonna tell you out there, anybody who has a GL 1800, get you the Centromatics. That is the most valuable thing you can buy. It's better than a Cardo, better than an Ultimate Seat, better than a naked woman on the back of a bike, almost. It's really, really good. Now, I don't care if you run motorcycle tire, car tire, double dark side, single dark side, whatever you run. With the Centromatic wheel balancers, your tires will last longer. The bike will get a better gas mileage. It'll handle better, and you'll get more life out of the tires, regardless of what you run.
Yeah,
I got a friend who runs somebody else that runs just straight car tires on his, and he consistently gets 23 to 24,000 miles out of the front and rear with no cupping because he runs a Centromatic. Keeping the proper balance on the tire is more important.
Stand by, Dustin. I want to go to the phone line. Go ahead, caller. You're live with Caliente. Go ahead.